Good evening, everyone. This is Neil with the Dastardly Gentleman, welcoming you to the Dastardly Gentleman podcast. With me, I have Frank. Say hi, Frank.
Hola.
You know I don't speak Spanish.
Not anymore. If you know it's good for you.
That's true. I don't want to get deported. That's rude, dude.
Bienvenido, welcome. Come on in. No, not the cups.
Stop it. Tonight we're going to talk about herd mentality.
Define herd mentality. Are we talking like moo cows?
Kind of like that. More like sheep, though.
Sheeple?
Yeah, come on, sheeple, wake up. But basically that. I mean, the whole concept of a person is smart, people are stupid.
Uh-huh.
And, examples and concepts about that. Now, Frank, you were talking about something to me earlier today about Overwatch, how, picking a certain character automatically flags you as a troll.
Yeah, they were talking. There's an article in Kotaku that was written by Patricia Hernandez where she talks about a player in France that he mains Widowmaker, which, first of all, maining a character in Overwatch is terrible anyway. But that point aside, that doesn't really mean that you're completely ineffective just for the character that you play. And he is consistently getting reported just for playing Widowmaker. Win, lose, it doesn't make any difference. And the amount of vitriol that's being thrown his way is unbelievable. Because now I guess like in Overwatch they have like the tiers of characters. And if you pick anything other than like the top tier in competitive, it's considered a troll pick. And I'm like, but is it? I mean, like, because there are tons of characters. You'll say like Overwatch and Heroes, and I mean even League, and I've never really felt like any of them are super subpar. Like, you know what I mean? Like especially like in Overwatch, where it's like, it's kind of like up to the user. Like if you're not good, even in this article, like it talks about how would you rather this guy play Widowmaker, or would you rather him switch to another character that he's uncomfortable with and not good with, and then be less effective than he would be if he was playing a Widowmaker? But it would make you feel better that he wasn't playing Widowmaker. And it just seems to be like this snowballing bandwagon of like, oh, well, whenever we're playing competitive, you played Widowmaker, so fuck you. We're the worst. You're trying to make us lose and report. And that doesn't make any sense to me. Well, would you classify that as herd mentality?
Absolutely. That's herd mentality because, I mean, to a degree, you have to understand how tier lists work. Okay, so tier lists are put in place by basically win rates. Mm-hmm. You have, let's just say, for example, you've got 12 characters. And out of those 12 characters, 4 of those classify as tier 1. That they're classified as tier 1 because they have the highest percentage of win rate than any other champions or any other characters or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got your people on the bottom, which they have a very low win rate. Doesn't mean they don't win, it just means they're lower win rate than the rest. Now, keep in mind, we've got massively different characters, specifically on Overwatch, but even more so on League or Heroes of the Storm or whatever. They're completely different, and they have different applications, and they have different, skill ceilings. Mm-hmm. Like, you can pick up a character, say, like Soldier 76 in Overwatch, and immediately be pretty damn good at him, if this was, like, your first few times playing the game. But you pick up a character like, I don't know, Hanzo or Genji, or even like me, for example, whenever I play Reaper, I'm pretty bad with him. Everybody says to me, dude, he's got 2 shotguns. All you have to do is point and shoot. I'm like, dude, he's fucking hard for me. I don't know why.
He's talking about me. He's talking about, I say that all the time.
You're not the only one. Anyways. But I mean, they've got the entrance skills. Some of them are much more difficult to learn how to play. Therefore, you playing those guys straight off the bat is you're gonna suck because you need to really spend some time learning the game first. B, you're gonna get discouraged because you're sucking, and you're gonna think this game is too hard for you. Now, if we're talking competitive, I mean, that's not a whole lot different than casual play because of the fact that most people in competitive are bad. There's only, I mean, it's a whole lot of losers and a few winners. That's how it is. It's how the world works. So, I mean, you got all these amateurs playing, and they're playing very difficult to play characters. Now, aside from that, there is the possibility that they are just poorly designed characters. You know, they're just poorly designed, and they're basically just broken. So because of that, it's not ideal to play them until they get fixed. But that's not to say that you can't put a terrible character in the hand of a pro and make magic happen.
Right. I mean, like, I don't know, like, maybe it's just because, like, of the way that we play, where, like, I've never really felt like there was that hindrance of, like, you know, well, you picked that particular character, therefore they're garbage. You know, because it always, like, depends on, to me, it's like, for, like, the tier list, it almost seems like there would be, like, too many contributing factors. Like, you know, the rest of the team comp, the map, the players, the player involved, you know, just so many things that would be, to me, difficult to make the hard, fast determination of, like, you know, just pick one out of the top of my hat. Widowmaker's garbage. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
Is she? I mean, like, is she garbage, or was she just not provided the opportunity to be the best that she could by the team and the map?
Right.
You know, I mean, like, because, like, we've had matches, multitudes of matches where Kyle has just, like, pulled our asses out of the fire whenever he was playing as Widow because, you know, of their team comp, our team comp, and then the map. But then, like, you know, there have been other times where, like, you know, he's completely hasn't been able to do anything. And that's true of everyone.
Right.
So it's like, is Widowmaker bottom tier? I kind of don't think so. To me.
I mean, she's got a certain application. But
Right.
as far as the herd mentality goes when it goes to that, is A, everybody's looking at the fucking tier list. They're saying immediately that person is garbage. And anybody that supports that claim gets the backing of the masses. So they're not wrong, obviously. I mean, you've got you plus 75% of the community saying, don't pick that character or you're bad. You picking that character is a bad decision, which ultimately means that you make bad decisions, therefore you play bad.
Right.
You're not even giving the fucking person a chance.
I mean, like, and it seems like even if you win, you know, it's like, it's not that you won. It's not that your team won because you contributed. It's that your team won in spite of you.
Right. Exactly.
And it's like, this is a no win.
Yeah, it's a no one. And even if they do very well, you know, gold medals across the board, then you get the assholes saying, oh, medals don't win the game, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh my God, you can't
It's like,
fucking win.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to legit pick you up and carry you the entire way?
Pretty much. But no, I do feel that the tier lists do serve their purpose, but the fact that people read them as gospel, I wish they would go away, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like, to me, it's almost like I mean, like, I know that they're a useful tool and they should just be used as a tool, but like the damage meters and then say like World of Warcraft, yeah. I hate it. Just because it was like, it's always like, you know, people like have like this little, like, you know, spreadsheet. Well, you're not doing enough DPS, says this gear score times this. We're going to have to cut you from the team. And like, why don't you maybe talk to me, help me? Oh, I'm just immediately garbage. Okay, I'm going to go.
Exactly. And people are just so fucking impatient. That's one of the biggest things too, is that they're so impatient. They're not willing to work with somebody. And I don't know. God.
Welcome to that internet culture.
Yeah. Everybody wants their shit in very small snippets. And I mean, there's so many people, so like you're immediately replaceable.
It's it's like Veruca from Willy Wonka. I want it now.
Pretty much. With the saturation of players out there when it comes to these games, you are replaceable, and that's bullshit. I mean, I refuse to do that shit. I always work with somebody, and on the opposite spectrum of that, like when I was leading raids in WoW way back when, and I was looking at the damage meters, seeing that somebody was obviously needing some help, I would say, hey, I hate to be that guy, but I am the raid leader. I need to tell you, we need to work on your DPS. We need to figure out what your rotation is, what you're doing wrong. Let's get it up there so we can actually do some progress here.
Yeah.
And then they would fucking scream and yell, oh my god, don't tell me how to play this game, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, you're fired.
And at that point, I'm like, all right, you're gone by.
Look, I extended an olive branch, and you stuck your butthole in it. And now it's a poop branch, and now you're fired.
Threw it in the fucking wood chipper. Yeah, so, I mean, at that point, I'm okay with replacing them, but you gotta extend that olive branch for sure. I mean, they're not numbers, they're people.
I prefer to do that kind of thing in a voice chat server, so I can be like, "You're garbage, Dave," and fucking dress him. You're a piece of shit. Your DPS is terrible, and so are you, you fucking fuck. Because I care about people.
You're a bad person.
Like, you're obviously one of those no child left behinders that should have been back in the fucking crib. I bet you can't even fucking spell your own goddamn name. I stopped.
Frank doesn't really do that. He's a pretty nice guy, actually. The secret's out.
No, it's not. I mean, the secret was that there was no secret. Inception.
But yeah, so I mean, like, okay, aside from games, real world herd mentality is ridiculous. I mean,
We got it going on right now in DC.
Yeah, I hate to be that guy, and it's usually the guy that's like super edgy and wake up sheeple and shit. Like, it's so,
Straight edge guys gotta stop. Soylent Green is people.
yeah, like, oh my god, I can't believe you're wearing that Abercrombie and Fitch fucking t-shirt. You're such a sheeple. Like, following trends is one thing, but like,
If we're talking about stuff like that, I have limits. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like you could wear your brand t-shirt, fine. You can wear your brand hat, fine. You know, I got our Harley Davidson hat, whatever. I dig that, fine, whatever. I mean, like, I think that there should be limits though. Like, I saw a guy who was applying for a job, and he had the Fox Racing tattoo, like, or had a Fox Racing symbol tattooed on his hand. I was like,
you must really love Fox.
I'm like, you ride often or nah? And he was like, I just like going to the races. I'm like,
That's
okay.
permanent.
Yeah, I mean, you know that that's not coming off right, and it's on your hands. So I mean, it's like, have fun having a tax-free job forever. Please enjoy your Social Security whenever you get older. And you go, what do you mean I'm not getting any money? Look at my tattoos, though.
But yeah, so I'm talking like herd mentality in the aspect of just thought. I mean, you get the majority of people on a single subject, and if disagreeing with them even the slightest, you have to be really fucking convincing. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna say it. We're gonna go there. Global warming.
It's not a thing, Neil.
It's not a real thing.
It's not real. Look, shut up. Science isn't real. Science is fiction.
You get that's a hot topic, and you get a lot of people saying, like,
Let's see what you did there.
you know, you get it. It's a warmish topic.
It's a hot topic. You're so edgy. You talked
so
about
edgy.
you talked about global warming, and then you talked about being edgy, and you said hot topic to cover both.
I totally did that on purpose.
I don't think you did that at all.
Come on, I'm pretty clever.
No, you're not.
But yeah, I mean, subjects such as that, people lose their fucking minds, and they can't be swayed. It's
No, there are the people who dig in against certain subjects that it's like, I mean, should you? I mean, don't you think you want to like you want to talk about it? I mean, maybe. Nah. All right. Fuck it. You're right. Let's burn some stuff down or whatever.
Like I can't honestly say that herd mentality in general is ever a good thing, really. I mean, there's a right and there's a wrong, sure. There's factual and then there's opinion, okay. But when it all comes down to it, being correct and factual, you can't have an opinion against facts. I mean,
sure you can. That's why it's an opinion. I mean, like, you could tell me that something is true, and I will argue with you to the death if I feel like it. And that's what it boils down to. I mean, it comes down to, like, we're especially like, look, just like Neil, I don't want to be that guy, but this election has proved that facts are vascular things that can kind of come and flow and change depending on the situation. And really, like Newt Gingrich said, facts depend on feelings.
What?
Okay, science changed. Isaac Newton, fuck you. That apple didn't fall out of the tree. It decided to leave.
Because it felt like it. It was being outcasted.
It was exiled by all the other Red Delicious. Like, stop it, Brian. Get the fuck out of our tree. I was going somewhere with that. I can't remember now.
No, I got you. You're fine, baby girl.
I'm all right.
But yeah, like, no, that's not okay. And as far as the latest trend, is the fight against intellectualism and gathering as many loudmouth, obnoxious people possible to just basically drown out the facts. And that is done with a herd of people.
Yeah, I mean, but the only hard part, the only worst part about that is that intellectualism, it's basically being done on both sides. But like the problem with intellectualism is that, like, the people who are defending a lot of times people who are defending intellectual thought are some of the most hateful people. And you're like, are you the best we got? It's like right now, it's like I don't want to say, it's like the election. Is this the best we could do to push our agenda? This is what we got. 300 million people, and this is what we got. These are the only people that step forward. Are you fucking for real? It's just like people who are like counterintuitive to intellectual anything, where it comes to like debating, not debating, but like denying fact. It is people shooting from the hip with emotion and zero attachment to like the reality, and right. Those people are borderline crazy, and sometimes it is the most fascinating shit. I love to listen to them. I love it. I went on YouTube and I listened to like the social justice stuff, and I just like, because I just can't, like, I can't think that way. It's so fascinating to listen to these people that have no fucking idea what they're talking about, but they talk incessantly. It's wonderhave Sometimes I like to let my brain like take a break, and that's what I do whenever. Because you have to shut your brain off to try to like can I see this from their perspective? Nope. I don't understand what's happening.
I think I know what you're talking about. Those videos, like, okay, day before the actual election was a bunch of people who knew for sure Hillary was going to win, saying, guys, no matter win or lose, we're all still together. We're still a country. And we'll come together no matter what. As soon as the election results were posted, oh my god, I can't believe you fucking racists did this.
Yeah. It was it's amazing. They got this this is probably not really relevant, I don't really care, but they got this video of this woman sitting cross-legged whenever Trump gets inaugurated, and she's sitting cross-legged in the middle of the mall, going, "Ah! Ah!" I about shit in my pants. I was like, "You're suffering." Oh, I just. Look, I mean, like, I didn't vote. I didn't get to vote one way or the other, so I mean, I can make fun of everybody. I didn't get. Look, it wasn't that I wasn't gonna vote. I couldn't vote, so I was upset by that.
That sucks.
It does suck. I wanted to vote. They didn't send me my ballot because they're fucking assholes.
I mean, to be quite honest, we're gonna just go down that rabbit hole. I don't fucking care at this point. I really didn't want Trump to win, but now that he has won, the democratic process has done its job, so there might have been some corruption. Go ahead and investigate that for sure. But otherwise, you get what you get. I mean, that's this country. That's how it works.
Do you think that I would be investigated if I sent a housewarming gift to Trump that's a hammer and a sickle?
Yes.
Should Melania be allowed in the White House? I mean, she's kind of like an obvious, I mean, I don't know. She's like the Bond villain who's too obvious. You know what I mean? We're like, she's obvious red herring because clearly she's the spy.
Right.
And it's like, I mean, Putin's spy sitting there going, good. We have instituted a spy in the highest echelons of American government. And then there's Melania.
Nice.
I'm so scared, but I'm so intrigued.
But yeah, I mean, okay, so the herd mentality has kind of switched over the last, I don't know, decade, I would say. Yeah.
It's weird because the herd mentality before used to be all like, you know, like let's just use global warming for an example. But like, because I remember whenever I was a kid, the herd mentality would be like, you know, we disagree with you, and then we're all going to tell you why, and we're going to have like a huge amount of people who are going to tell you, and you know that's going to be we're going to stand and we're going to talk about it. Herd mentality now is like, you know, we disagree with you. Well, I mean, you're factually incorrect. Burn it all down. Burn it. Break those windows. Destroy everything. Just surge for. You didn't give me my safe space. I mean, it's amazing because, like, you know, I guess, again, we're in that rabbit hole. Trump doesn't win. Rather than, like, you know, discussing and whatever, riot. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's not how you do anything. If anything, if you want to galvanize people against your point, go ahead and riot. You know, I'm looking at you, race riots. I mean,
yeah.
You want to prove someone, you want to prove the opposite point that you're trying to fight for, riot.
Yep. And that's the thing too. I mean, riots in general, that's huge herd mentality right there.
A literal herd.
Yeah, literal herd. But like, you wouldn't see one or two people just fucking doing what the riot is doing on their own. Motherfuckers would be arrested in a heartbeat.
That would be amazing. Guys are wearing like the little bandanas and they're like breaking windows with bricks and they're like smashing car windows and people are like, what the fuck's happening?
Call the cops.
Somebody hit him with a stick. Motherfucker, get off my car.
Two people trying to tip that car over.
they get like halfway up. You hear one guy's spine and go.
This is too heavy. Let's go for the Fiat.
they're fucking flipping a Mini Cooper. Some guys in there sipping a latte being like, well, I've got fucking insurance. I don't care. Flip it. It's a piece of shit anyway. I work for Apple. I can get another one.
So yeah, that's definitely one thing that requires a herd, literally. Otherwise,
literal herd.
You're just going to jail.
I just want to get a horse and just ride through the rioters and just be like, I want to see if I can actually like drive them, you know? Just get like a rifle and a whip and see if I can actually get them to go down streets. That'd be fantastic.
I want to just release a bunch of sheepdog.
Why stop at sheepdogs? Release a bunch of lions.
I mean, come on now. I
No.
just want to hurt them. Just go that way.
And I want to hurt them too. I think we're using two different words.
Yes, they sound alike. There was an episode of Black Mirror. I don't know if spoiler alert. I don't know if any of you have actually seen Black Mirror, but it's a lot like the Twilight Zone, but current day and like more technological. But anyways, there is an episode, basically in the not so distant future, all of the honeybees are wiped out and are replaced by drone bees in order to keep the the pollen moving from plant to plant. So they've got millions of drone bees, and this is all in England and shit. And they've got a big old social media campaign going there as well, just like Twitter. And somebody does something really outrageous. Like there was they wrote an article blasting somebody in really poor taste, and they had like a ton of people on Twitter saying "die so and so die." Well, that person eventually did die. Shortly after like a couple 100,000 tweets.
Meanwhile, Twitter's like,
one down. And then shortly after that, like some rapper was on TV, like a talk show, late night talk show, and this kid had done a performance. It was like his idol and whatnot. And the rapper's like, that kid's performance was terrible. He's nothing like me. And everybody's like, dude, he's a fucking kid. And then everybody started tweeting, die, rapper, die. And then he died. Turns out the herd mentality in that episode was this hacker had made all the drone bees respond to that hashtag die so and so die. Whoever had the top number of tweets against them, they would literally fly into that person's house, crawl into their ear, and eat their brain.
I have a question.
Yes.
What does that have anything to do with a Black Mirror?
Black Mirror.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for the punchline or something. I didn't know what the fuck we were talking about. I was worried. Mirror.
Yeah.
So the moral of this story is this is how you get rid of Kanye.
That was basically it.
I mean, like, I feel like this person was writing it, like, they got done watching him, like, at the VMAs or whatever the hell he does. They're like, wouldn't it be awesome if bees ate Kanye West's brain? And then, like, let's make an episode.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, man, it was so good, too. I'm going to spoil that fucking episode. At the end, when they found out who the hacker was that was responsible for killing everybody, everybody started saying, die, hacker, die. They thought it might work, you know? And the hacker kept a log of everybody that did that and unleashed all of his bees and killed everybody that tweeted to him, tweeted about him dying.
Oh, wow.
And hundreds of thousands of people died instantly.
That's cheating.
That's sad.
He's sad. That's one of our people. Except for he's British.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, herd mentality. It can kill you.
Yeah. Especially if you're British. If you're British and you have herd mentality, it could eat your brain with a bee. Yeah.
Yep.
Not enough crumpets in this world can bring him back.
So speaking of herd mentality, you all should herd together and like, subscribe, comment on our podcasts and watch them all in a herd fashion.
Like in a shopping mall.
Yeah. Or in a riot. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, dude.
I am third party to civil disobedience. I am vastly too fat, white, and lazy to be able to get out and go riot, so I would really appreciate it if you guys did that.
That would be fantastic. And you know what? If there's something you'd like us to talk about, please let us know. We're covering a lot of topics, but you know, sometimes it's hard to come up with stuff.
And we want to know what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
Because we're just a couple of old assholes that can talk about anything.
Honestly, no topics off limits. We're trying to stay away from politics just because we make people mad.
And we have huge opinions that are usually bad.
But we love y'all, and we appreciate you for watching and listening. We'll have a new podcast out next week. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, donate on Patreon if you really like us, and check out our Twitch every now and then. We're always streaming shit at night. Sometimes we'll give away stuff.
Sometimes.
Won't tell you when. You'll have to watch them all to find out.
And right now, I'm presently between projects, so if there's a game that you want me to play, just tell me.
Yeah, dude. Well, until next time, we'll see you later.
Peace out!